Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to Dream Daddy. I just speed date all of the dads into their second dates, ranking it out. And now it is time to see what Robert's good route actually looks like. Lego. There's a hair in my face. You are not cut to size. Oh. Robert was pretty nice, a little odd, but nice. And ruggedly handsome. We should hang out. I type out a message to him on Dad Book. Pardon me. Hey Robert, good seeing you again at the cookout. Wanna grab a drink? I sit there for a couple seconds, hoping he'll message me back. Hey, it said that he read my message! I anxiously wait for a response. Let's watch cat videos on the internet. If this is gonna be ending up like the same as last night, or like the last time we did this, I am going to be upset. I start down a rabbit hole of cat videos and Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watch maybe my 30th cat video, Robert pops back into my head. I jump back over to Dad Book to see if he's responded yet. Nothing. Well, I guess the guy's busy. Might as well make the best of my day. I get up, walk to the living room, then sit down and turn on the TV. History Channel. Ooh, Naked and Afraid. Catching the Deadliest Ancient Aliens is on. I'm so cold. I'm so scared. At this rate, I don't think we're gonna catch these aliens by day 50. I'm having trouble following this. Ancient astronaut theorists predict that being naked makes you 10 times more likely to find ancient aliens, because they're into that. Kinky. Some suggest that aliens are fascinated with the human's physique, but most notably the butt. They're into that. Okay, I'm back in. I lose several hours to whatever the hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around the house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch, huh? Well, I guess it's time for old Chef Westfall to cook a gourmet delicacy. I walk over to the refrigerator and open the door. Yeah, let's make a sandwich. I make a sandwich in its entirety while standing there. Who needs plates? Blah, blah, blah. Then he drops it on the floor. I'm gonna skip that because it hurts my soul. Oh. Basketball hoop, blah, blah. A couple minutes poking around the new place till he finds the basketball hoop. After installing it above one of the doors in the living room, I'm ready to dunk. Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. I pull up from the three-point line, breaking ankles and sinking a fadeaway. And I forgot the rest of the words to this song. No look behind the back hook shot. Everyone's on their feet. Something, something, Space Jam. Blah, blah, blah. We did this already. And Amanda and I dig into a carton of ice cream over an episode of Shop Toddler Tournament. Aww. Oh, finally the computer dinged. Hey, message from Robert. You up? What do you do? What does that mean? What you doing? What am I doing? You're just chilling. Yeah, I'm just chilling. Amanda deletes the G and hits send. It'll make you look cooler. A couple moments pass by. Another message pops up. Wanna grab a drink? Hey, that means he wants to hang out! I know what that means, Amanda. But it's kinda late. Come on, Pops, live a little. I am living, with ice cream, and traumatized toddlers. Well, it's your life, but I think you'd have a lot of fun tonight. You are trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you? Ugh, fine. Logic and knowledge and making sense. I type back a message to Robert asking him for details, and he tells me to meet him at Jim and Kim's and not his house this time. Okay. Well, don't wait up for me. I never do. I throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night. Hopefully we don't run into Mary again, because that's always awkward. I walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of barflies, drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Robert at the back of the bar and wave hi as I walk over. Hey man, how's it going? Hey buddy. Ahoy there, Skipper. Hi, Mary. Robert and Mary here? Uh-oh. I brought Mary along. Figured we needed a drinking buddy. Oh man, I was excited to get to know Robert a little better. Now I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me. Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink. Yeah, speaking of which, it's time for the first round. What are you having? Well, see, myself would like a strawberry daiquiri, but let's, a dad after my own heart, huh? Whiskey straight up. And we got the points. Robert orders 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Well, this wasn't exactly how I expected my night to be going. Awkward ladies and all. Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I gotten myself into? We all knock back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell, that was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like old pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on. Let's get marching.
Oh.
What? The night's young, Chief. Come on, we're bar hopping. Oh, alright. We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't know what this area of town very well, so I just follow Robert. So where are we headed? Irish we're drinking. It's an Irish pub. A good pun is the whiskey to my heart. Puns are the lowest form of humor, Cassian. Try harder. Ouch. Am I going to be the butt of the joke all night? Jesus, Mary, put your fangs away for a second. Lighten up. We walk into Irish we're drinking. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except for the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall. Next round, what are you having? Do they make fruity Irish cocktails? I don't think they do. Whiskey hasn't failed me yet. Let's do it. He's still into it. Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey and we post up in a garish green booth. Mary slides in and sidles up next to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief. Let's sip this one, why don't we? Suit yourself. Mary immediately drowns her shot in one gulp and burps loudly because that's ladylike. That'll put hair on your chest. You are truly the paragon of grace and beauty. Mary grabs my drink and sips on it. Hey, Cassian, be a dear and get us another round, will ya? I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender. As I head back, I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've seen this guy smile ever, let alone laugh. I take a seat across the booth from them and pass out the drinks. So Edith's kid snuck some pot brownies onto the table at the last bake sale, right? And I spot that little hemp sweatshirted gremlin in the act. So I go up to Edith with the baggie, and I'm about to tell her when all of a sudden she just freaks out at me. You're ruining the bake sale, she says. I should have been PTA president. Your roots are bad, and blah, blah, blah. So what'd you do? I told her to have a brownie and that everything was gonna be fine. They both erupt in laughter. I politely follow along with the story. She ate 3. More laughter. Okay, that's actually pretty funny. She called the cops and told them that time had stopped. Mary looks directly at me. Do you smoke weed?
Hey.
What? You know, the devil's lettuce. The array of Gano. I have 2 big fat blunts in my purse right now. Want to blaze? Hold on. I'm going with you with the feds, because I was totally down to get turned with Matt earlier, so. I worked hard for what I have, and no 2-bit corner boy is gonna drop the dime on me. So you take what you're pushing somewhere else, and I'll keep running my business the way I want it run. What? Remember, you come at the king, you best not miss. Jesus, kid, dial it back. Robert giggles helplessly.
Hey.
I'm just kidding, cowboy. Lay off the kid, Mary. He might not be used to your brand of humor. Fine, fine. We sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier and much less scary. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wanted some alone time with Robert. I wonder if I can get her to leave somehow. Could you get the next round? You trying to ditch me, pal? I know. Because if you're trying to ditch me, you can just tell me to scram. No, it's fine. Cassian wants alone time with his new best buddy, Robert. Read you loud and clear. The wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey. Now, if you fellas will excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy. Go with God. Nice seeing you. Deuces, nerds. Mary gets up and saunters over to a younger-looking guy at the bar. She grows on you. Does she, though? I feel like she kind of delights in making men suffer. Well, she does. But what about her and Joseph? What about him? You know, they're married, and she definitely tried to get in my pants the other night, and I gestured to her across the bar where she's making goo-goo eyes at that young guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage. Oh, that's just a thing she does. She's harmless. Tell that to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seen war. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh! Aw, man. You know I pegged you for one of those straight-laced types. Oh, don't worry. I got pretty wild back in my day with Cake Stand Craig and all. Still got a little wild in you? I have a child I need to care for! Hold on. I need to make sure I make the right decision here. There's so much wild in me. I get so wild I've got a whole safari in here, just really wild, all the time. Oh no, that didn't work. Let's load it. I would have laughed. Here we go. Robert orders a couple more rounds of shots. I gulp. What have I gotten myself into? Think you can go shot for shot? There's only one way to look cool here. I grab the shot closest to me and down it. Robert looks impressed. He takes his shot and knocks it back. That's one. So, what do I even talk about? He's so cool, and he probably hates small talk. So how are things? I hate small talk. Okay! Too many people, and this isn't necessarily you, but too many people think that they have to fill the dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of the silence. Or they're afraid of what the other person is going to think of the silence. If you want some unsolicited advice, just learn to be comfortable with silence. Nothing wrong with two people sitting in silence and drinking whiskey. Oh. Alright. Rob and I sit in silence and drink whiskey. I take in the rest of the bar. Patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer, Mary giving the hard sell to that young man, pretending he's got a phone call from one of his friends. Huh. Maybe silence is nice sometimes. Pardon me. So, you ever kill a man? Okay. I choke on my drink. Excuse me? You know, watch the life drain from someone's eyes. It's not just their life, you know. It's their hopes and dreams draining away. Every memory and experience they've ever had. Gone.
Hey.
No. Great, me neither. Right! Robert knocks back his shot and motions for me to do the same. I reciprocate. I'm just messing with you. Relax. I laugh nervously. Or am I? I laugh nervously. Again. We sip more whiskey and people watch some more. Mary has her sights set on another man after the other one excused himself to the bathroom and, I assume, crawled out the window. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. Ah, you betcha. Oh, poor guy. Robert gets out of the booth, shouldering his jacket. Let's roll! Sorry, whiskey. Inside voices. Let's roll. Wait, what about Mary? Brother, Mary's gonna be just fine. I look over at Mary, who is lying on the bar in front of some poor sap. She's singing happy birthday to him while he insists it is not his birthday. Oh, Mary, why? We make our way out of the bar and back onto the street. I'm trying my hardest not to stumble, but man, the sidewalk is just coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet like this is the first time I've ever been drunk. Where to? You'll see. I follow Robert through street lamp spotlights until we eventually arrive at a rundown strip mall, There's a beauty salon, a sex shop, a computer repair store that looks like it's been closed for 10 years, and finally, a liquor store. Wait here, I'll be right back. After a minute, Robert returns with 2 wine bottles in brown paper bags. He hands one to me. Cheers. He sits on the curb and drinks. He motions for me to do the same. This is really not where I expected the night to go. I take a sip. White Zinfandel? What? Nothing. I just wasn't expecting... It's delicious, fruity, and refreshing. Don't judge me. I start to say something, think of his lecture about valuing silence earlier, and stop. I sip on my wine and watch cars drive by. Let's throw rocks at shit. What? Robert suddenly hurls a rock at a stop sign. The ding echoes around throughout the empty parking lot. That felt good. He presses a stone into my free hand. Now you try. I don't know. With feeling. I look at the rock in my hand and look at the stop sign. Back at the rock. Back at the stop sign. I know what has to be done. I'm going with I've got a problem with authority. Because that's the same guy who lobbed a flaming tennis ball at a police station. I got a problem with authorities! Whoosh. I hurl the rock at the sign. It sails over the stop sign, right into the window of a parked car, leaving a crack. Dude, run. I leap up and dart to the nearest alley, wine in hand. I can hear Robert's footsteps behind me. Oh my gosh, these guys. After I'm sure I am far enough away from the cracked window that I am no longer culpable for this heinous crime, I stop to catch my breath. Maybe we strike rock throwing from the to-do list. Agreed. Suddenly, my stomach growls. Oh man, I am starving. Let's get pizza. I can't argue with that. Where's good around here? Actually, I don't even care if it's good. It just needs to be edible and in my mouth in the next 5 minutes. I know just the place. I follow Robert through a maze of alleys and side streets until we eventually end up in front of a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. The bright red neon sign reads, Pizza, Pizza, Pizza. Ta-da! I can see a few exhausted-looking workers behind the counter tossing dough and pulling piping hot pizzas right out of stone ovens. My stomach rumbles again. We go up to the counter and get ready to order. Can I get 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza? Wait, Cassian, you're cool with pineapple on pizza, right? Of course. I love pineapple pizza. Hawaiian's the best. Well, not the best. I actually prefer, like, meat medley. Anything where it's, like, all meat all the time. Unless it's, like, a spinach Alfredo. Spinach Alfredo pizzas are amazing! Anyways. We wait a minute for our pizza to come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier hands us each a gigantic slice on a paper plate so saturated with grease that I'm worried it will fall apart. We take our pizzas outside and wander through the alleyways as we eat. I take a bite. It is absolutely delicious. Pineapple is truly the best pizza topping. You said it. Man, I feel way better now. You and me both. We hear noise coming out of a slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly. Got any more of that wild in you? You betcha. Good on ya. Robert and I slide the door open and peek inside. It is completely dark except for some flickering light. We slowly creep forward, cautious not to be heard or seen. Shh. Don't shush me so loud. Shush. We come to the end of the hallway and find ourselves standing in front of a movie screen. Oh, this suddenly makes sense. Did we really just sneak into a movie theater like a couple of teenagers? No talking during the movie. We look into the audience and are surprised to find that it's almost completely empty, save for a row of a few teenagers in the front. They look annoyed when they notice us. Robert starts making his way to the very back of the theater and I follow him. We settle in with our wines and try to make sense of this movie. It's a romantic comedy, I think. A young man is frantically trying to get through New York and find the woman that he's finally realized he's in love with. Kiss already! There's nobody to kiss yet. You want him to kiss the taxi driver? Hell yeah. The kids down the way notice us heckling. One of them speaks up. Hey man, keep it down. Oh damn, that's Ernest Hemingway, Hugo's kid. Ernest! Hey Ernest! I know you! It's me, your neighbor. Hi! Ernest turns back around, embarrassed. I turn back to Robert. He kissed anyone yet? It turns out that yes, he did kiss someone. He made his way out to a tiny island near New York to profess his love for a woman who for some reason he knew would be there. She tells him that they hit the jackpot. He said that they had, but I think there was some subtext I was missing right there. Boo! Love is dead! Shut up, it's beautiful! Now, you shut up. Ernest grumbles. The credits starts to roll. I stand up. Robert immediately pulls me back down. Hundreds of people worked very hard to make this film happen, and you're gonna sit here and appreciate them. Oh, okay. Look at that. Elizabeth Shelton. She worked really hard. I bet she did a lot of good wardrobe design. Thank you, Elizabeth Shelton, for this beautiful film-going experience. And Peter Anders, catering, fed a bunch of people so they could have the energy to do their jobs. What a guy. We let the credits roll while Robert individually thanks every member of the crew. Once it's finally over and he makes sure no animals were harmed in the making of this film, we leave the movie theater. Very important. Very, very important that no animals were harmed in this film that didn't exactly feature animals. So, we stumble into the theater parking lot, polishing off the rest of our wine. Hey assholes! Out of nowhere, a rock flies through the air and hits me on the knee. Ow, my knee! What the hell? Ernest and his friends stand in the alleyway, blocking our exit. Oh, what do you guys want? Why'd you go and throw a rock at my knee? This is my good knee. My orthopedist is gonna be pissed. Ernest tosses another rock up and down in his hands. What's wrong with this kid? You ruined my theater-going experience. Now you have to pay. Oh, well, I don't have any cash on me right now, and, movies got really expensive. Ernest hucks another rock at my other knee. I'm able to jump out of the way, but I didn't properly stretch before physical activity, and I'm probably gonna feel super sore in the morning. We ruined it for you? That movie was pretty crappy in the first place. Hey, you take that back. That was a beautiful love story with really genuine acting. You call that good acting? What a classist mainstream slop have you been served your entire life? Huh? What? Have you ever seen any Michael Powell, A Matter of Life and Death, 1946? Easily the toughest 5 minutes of love you will ever witness. Listen, man. No, you listen. That popcorn-ass drivel the mass media is shoving down your throat will only make you dumber and sadder. You of all people should strive for a higher standard in the art you consume. Your name is Ernest Hemingway, for Christ's sakes. Oh, now you've done it! Ernest rushes Robert, screaming like a banshee. I dive between Ernest and Robert, trying to stop the kid. He lunges forward, kicking me as hard as he can in the knee. Fuck my knee! Robert gets in between Ernest and myself. It's as if he's seeing red. Fuck, my fucking knee hurts. Alright, buddy. Talk like a punk, get hit like a punk. Robert squares up into a boxer stance. Queensbury rules. 3 minutes rounds, with 1 minute rests in between. No low blows, fish hooks, J-grabs, or high blows. What? And don't even think about pulling an illegal turnstile. That's an automatic deduction of 3 points. You'll have to designate a second if you're unable to fulfill your role as a main duelist. One of your friends over there looks like he has enough youthful vivacity to handle it. Hey man, I don't want to get dragged into this. That movie sucked. It's too late. You two are blood bound. If he dies, you die.
How dare you?
Sorry, I don't make the rules. Talk to Queensbury. We're just gonna go. Ernest and his friends wearily back away. Robert calls after them. The Queensbury Association will hear about this and consume better content. Once the teens are safely out of earshot, Robert turns to me. Were you actually about to fight that kid? Are you kidding me? I would never hit a child. That would be despicable. Just despicable. You throw the rules at them, though they always bolt. Nobody wants a Queensbury sanctioned throwdown. But full disclosure, I made half that shit up. Wow. See? You don't even have to know the rules. You just make them up. come on. Well, let's get out of here. He's so drunk. Robert and I cool down a bit as we walk back to the neighborhood. I'm so sorry. I get really into the art of filmmaking when I drink. That's okay. I think it's cool how much you like movies. To be honest, I don't know a lot about them myself. Buddy, I got so much to show you. You ever seen any Sam Fuller? I haven't.
Boy.
Fuller is cash. Don't know exactly what to thank him for, but let's go for the adventure. Adventure's all I got, buddy. Robert throws an arm around my shoulder and we drunkenly belt out tunes all the way back. We finally get to his doorstep. This was an interesting night. I liked it. A smile forms on his cheeks. A rare sight. Let's hang again soon, yeah? Yeah. I linger there for a second, swaying drunkenly in the night breeze. Robert claps me on the shoulder. Night, bud. Robert heads back inside and I stumble my way back home. Yay, there they go. All nice and happy and healthy, and no one was a booty call. That's the term.
I'm lost in the ocean, guys.
Okay, that was a phrasing. Anyways, jeez, I almost have 1 million dad points. That's pretty awesome.
Welcome. You've got
Alright, back at Dad Book. So thank you all for joining us on that adventure, and we'll see you in Robert's second date. So bye-bye!